You want me to do the oh, it's about to spill on you. Does it still taste good? Uh-huh. Hi, village.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to our table. So today we're going to share with y'all 4 of our scariest storm moments. So pull up a chair to our table and buckle up. I have some of our saucequeen Alfredo sauce. It goes with everything. We have some baked chicken and we have some pasta. You want to grab the spoon. And yes, the pasta is not very keto friendly, but it's stuffed with mushrooms and cheese. So that's pretty keto friendly. Our top 4 scariest storm moments. I would probably have to go all the way back to did y'all just see that? I would have to go all the way back to Hurricane Rita, which actually did not really do anything in the Houston area because it skipped us, but it happened right after, like within a couple of weeks, Hurricane Katrina. And, you know, I think the whole country was mortified and devastated by what happened in New Orleans during Hurricane Katrina. So when we discovered that a hurricane of the same magnitude was coming to the Houston area, people really flipped their lids. And that's when you saw people stuck on the freeway for 10-15 hours and not moving anywhere. So what really scared us is, at the time, Sierra was, I think she was in kindergarten, and you know, everybody was like, get home, get supplies, you know, get out. Everybody was trying to get out. And how people were here in Houston was very scary. Like, people were driving erratically. I worked on the other side of town, so I had to grab Sierra and come about 45 minutes or more to our side of town. So on the way home, I wanted to go ahead and fill up my car with gas just to make sure I had enough. In the short time that it took us to get home, every gas station that I stopped at was packed, already out of gas, or their ATMs or the credit card reader was already not working. I finally found a gas station whose card reader was working, and so I filled up. And then we went straight to a Wells Fargo bank and got some cash. And then just how people were driving, and you could just see people in desperation on the freeway. And I think she likes the pasta, the Alfredo sauce.
I do.
It was alarming. And to see the desperation. And when people get desperate, they do things that they might not normally do. So that just left me with a little bit of trepidation. And then come to find out, all those people were stuck on the freeway. Like, it normally takes 4 hours or so, 3 to 4 hours to get to San Antonio or Dallas, and it took them, 10, 15 hours, 9+ hours, and then nothing actually happened here in Houston. But everyone was just so afraid of, what had occurred in New Orleans. This is good. This is super good. I think the next scariest storm moments was Hurricane Ike. And I think that was because we were here by ourselves. Mm-hmm. And it was like the first storm we experienced truly by ourselves. And we didn't have electricity for...
Like 2 weeks?
No, I don't think it was that long. It was like 5 days or so, but we didn't go to school for like 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know. It was wow. And I had prepared only because Dawn told me, hey, do you have everything you need? And I was like, no, what do you mean? And she was like, go right now and start buying stuff, which we did, and thank goodness, because had she not prepared us, we would have been messed up. So we had plenty of food and ice and water, but after not having electricity for that long, our ice was melted, and our food, even though we had some stuff in coolers, but that was starting to get a little warm, and we only opened the refrigerator in emergencies, and so it got a little scary. And then there was curfews, because I think it was a 9 o'clock curfew, so that was scary. And then once we discovered that that there were places that had ice and water, we had to find the location in the Woodlands. And if y'all don't know about the Woodlands, it is a wooded town.
Everything's behind the forest.
Yes, there's trees everywhere. So when you're driving down the street, it looks like, it's forest.
And that was our first time to ever go there.
Mm-hmm. So you can't really see. I mean, you can a little, but if you're not familiar, there's trees and bushes everywhere. I mean, not just like little hedges. It's like, Mm-hmm. So unless you know where you're going, it's hard to discover. So my family was on the phone with the store translating directions to us. And when we got there, they were only letting one person per family enter the store. Yeah. There was National Guard there. There was police. It was just she and I. Oh, you almost got your food. And I was like, they were like, only one person. I was like, look, I'm not leaving my child. She was like 9. I was like, I'm not leaving her outside. And he was like, well, go ahead. You can take your kids. So they pretty much had the store set up in a route where you could only go the path that they wanted you to go. And you could only
get what was on that path.
Yeah. And there was a limit. So like for bread, you could only get like 1 or 2 loaves. For this or that, there was a limit.
And I remember I had to go back in the back to get bread. I was so scared. I had to go by myself. That was scary.
Yeah, because we were in the line to check out. Mm-hmm. And at first I didn't think we needed bread. But then I was talking to another parent. She was like, you should just get bread just in case. And I was conflicted. I didn't know whether I should leave her in the line and me go get it. And then somebody else was going, and they were like, we'll watch her. And so I was like, it was terrifying.
Yeah, it was really scary.
And I think that one, the reason it was just so scary is because, like I said, we were just so alone.
It was like our first one by ourselves.
Yeah.
So.
And we didn't know what to expect. Y'all, so I am trying the new Coke Zero Orange Vanilla. Let's see how it tastes. It's not bad, but it's
not good.
No, it's just I'm trying to explain it. I can take the.
It is the diet ones. The diet ones always.
Well, no, it's Coke Zero. Yeah. So I can taste the orange. I can taste the vanilla. It almost has a.
No, it's just orange.
It has vanilla too.
No. No, I was telling him no.
Oh. It almost has a tang taste to it. You know the old tang vanilla, orange tang? It kind of, try it. Oh, and look, I have to show my glass that Heather from Austin got me. Thank you, Heather. Try it. He's trying to lick. It's not bad. It's just a different.
It tastes like Coke Zero with a hint of orange.
Yeah, and a little vanilla.
A little vanilla. That's honestly what it tastes like. Just think of like Coke Zero with a hint of orange and vanilla. It's exactly what it tastes like.
But it does taste a little bit like Tang, don't you think?
I don't even know what Tang is.
What? Oh, she's a youngin'. Anyway. That one was a little interesting. And it's amazing because when you have a curfew, and of course, it's so hot and it was so humid. And it's amazing how quiet it got at night without the traffic.
And
yeah.
It was so hot. We went in our front room and opened the windows and just laid down. It was so hot. It was miserably hot.
It was terrible. And we couldn't leave because
they weren't letting anybody out.
No one could come in or out unless you had supplies or military. Mm-hmm. Because my dad was like, "We're gonna come and get you," and I was like, "Dad, you can't get in. Like, you can't come through." And he was like, "I don't care. I'm gonna bust through." Yeah. And I'm like, "You can't. Like, there's police on every." On the freeways, like they weren't letting any traffic in except for gas trucks, food trucks, water trucks, and stuff like that, and other military. Mm-hmm. So that was scary.
It was really scary.
So I think the next big flood,
he is watching,
or a storm, was the Memorial Day weekend flood. That wasn't even a hurricane.
He keeps inching closer to you.
This wasn't it wasn't a hurricane. It was just a huge storm, and I don't even know how many inches or feet of rain we got, but a lot of areas flooded.
A lot.
And places that wouldn't normally flood.
Like there was a coffin that came out of the ground and it was floating.
Yeah.
It was bad.
It was bad.
I think by far the scariest one was Harvey. Harvey was terrible. Like, I have never, with Ike and the Memorial Day flood, our street flooded, but it wasn't too bad. But Harvey, like, it came over our curb. Like, it was scary.
It was more than that. It came up.
But you know what? I think Memorial Day flood was worse for our neighborhood. But Harvey was worse for us, our street. Because remember, the Memorial Day flood, you can't see my mouth looking. Memorial Day flood, our whole pond flooded. Mm-hmm. And the people across the pond, and it flooded all the way. But Harvey, it just flooded our street. Mm-hmm. That's weird.
And it came, I think because they started pumping it from that pond.
That's right.
But our street, which our street has never flooded, our street, the water has never even come up to our sidewalk.
Yeah.
And it came up almost all the way, like a few feet from the garage. I think another reason that Harvey was a little bit stressful for us is that
my grandparents were here.
My parents were here.
And they've never been in a hurricane, so that was just stressful as it is.
They've never been in a storm or a hurricane or anything like that. And my dad is one of those people who,
No.
My dad is one of those, here, give him the skin. He's one of those people who is not a homebody at all. He likes,
all he does at home is sleep, pee, shower, and that's it.
Okay, that's not true, because he does a lot of home projects, and
but he's never in the house that much.
But he likes to get out and go. He's just not a homebody. He likes to be out and about. Homebody. He likes to be out and about and
Yeah.
So
he likes to just be out and about.
So
like going to the post office takes him like 3 hours.
Oh yeah. You can't send that man on an errand because it will take all day. Yeah, crazy. But anyway, so when it was storming so bad here, a lot of places were flooded. And he's a CNN guy and a Weather Channel guy. So, I mean, he'll just, when he is home, he'll just watch the Weather Channel or CNN 24/7. And so here they had a lot of the home rescues because people's homes were flooded. And so he was watching that. And then, like, we went to bed and he stayed up watching CNN and the Weather Channel.
I think it freaked him out the most. And I think he was worried, like, you know, we were actually at the movies when Harvey hit.
Yeah.
We were actually at the movies when Harvey hit.
We were. So I think his thing is that it was new to him. He doesn't know the city. And he saw the water rising. He kept going out to watch it.
He didn't want to be cooped up at home.
Yes.
He didn't want to not have electricity.
Yeah, and I think he was worried about how to protect us all. And I was like, no, I'm worried about how to protect y'all. And I had prepared, and I got plenty of food and water and all of that, and we cooked and stuff. But I think it was a Saturday.
That night,
my dad was like, I mean, it's storming, the wind is crazy.
And there was like there was 4 of us and like 2 other people in the movie theaters.
In the whole
theaters, that's it.
Yeah.
Like the parking lot had like 4 cars in it.
It wasn't hitting us straight on, so it wasn't like, you know, unsafe. And the movie theater is not that far.
But the thing is that no one expected for Houston and, you know, Texas to get as much rain as we did. You know, they were like, oh, it's just going to hit like Victoria and out there. But, you know, none of us expected to get this much rain over here. That was the crazy part.
Yeah.
I think it threw everyone for a curveball,
and then
everything was flooded,
and all the people that had to be rescued, the places that have never flooded in 100 years actually flooded. You guys let us know if you have any scary.
And then he lays down.
Any scary storm stories or experiences like that. Leave it down in the comments for us. We'd love to hear your experiences are. I think now we're pretty much like we're okay. I wouldn't say a pro, but like we know what to prepare for. You know, it's still scary because as a single mom, I want to make sure my family is safe, my daughter. And it's just the feeling of the unknown, but as far as preparation and stuff like that, I feel like we're okay.
Yeah.
I think we got it.
You know.
Yes. And give us a thumbs up for Lucky.
Sir licks a lot.
Yes, thanks for joining us. Be sure to leave us a comment. Let us know who you are. Don't forget to subscribe and share us with your friends on social media. We're trying to grow our channel and just share who we are and our experiences and maybe help someone along the way. Thank y'all for joining us at our table. You guys have a great day.
Bye.